There's a dinghy in trouble off Hurst Point. Could be somebody injured, and the ebb tide's taking them towards the shingles. Over.
Hello? Yes, IRB Secretary speaking.
This is Coast Guard Needles. The Farringford car ferry has reported a dinghy capsized off Hurst Point. Will you please launch and assist? Incidentally, the Yarmouth lifeboat is exercising off the Needles, and I will also request his services.
Right, we'll launch.
The Lymington IRB is also proceeding. Over.
Hello, the Needles Coast Guard, Needles Coast Guard, Yarmouth lifeboat flying, yes.
Message received and understood. Are proceeding to the coast now. Listening out.
I'll leave it fairly full around the ears.
Yes.
Right. Was that a maroon? Jack, take over, will you? Come on, Johnny, we're in the boat.
It's more than lucky that Mike and Chris's plight was spotted by the captain of the ferry. 9 minutes after his first message to the Coast Guard, the crew of the local IRB were briefed and on their way to the rescue.
Don't worry, Chris. Someone's bound to have seen us. Won't be long now.
Can't hang on much longer. Step far to the shore. Can't we swim for it?
No, stay with the boat, whatever you do, Chris. It's further than it looks, and you'll never make it in this tide.
Okay, but I hope they make it in time. It's still dragging, you know.
No one can afford to rely on good luck if they're involved in an accident at sea. By using their experience and remaining calm in a very unpleasant situation, Mike and Chris managed to get their anchor down and gain for themselves a few extra minutes. Minutes that were, in fact, to prove vital. The task of the RNLI is the saving of life at sea. And by the time help came, Chris, who'd been hit by the broken boom, was almost at the end of her endurance. But once again, luck was with them. As soon as they were safely transferred to the Yarmouth lifeboat, the IRB was able to return and salvage their dinghy as well. Incidentally, although it is true that every lifeboat does carry a bottle of Martell cognac, there are easier ways of getting it. The modern IRB has two great advantages for coastal rescue work: its speed and its ability to operate in shallow and rocky waters. Like all our lifeboats, they're manned by volunteers whose services are given freely to all who use the sea.
Don't look so miserable.
Hello, you two all right?
Always as bad as that.
How did you manage to capsize the Needles?
Well, it always happens when you have a female on board.
Compared with Chris and Mike's experience, our hero's performance today was a very tame affair.
I see you left your life jacket.
Yet neither of them was left with any illusions.
I go anywhere near a boat again.
Most yachtsmen will never need the services of a lifeboat, but to each and every one of them, it could prove their last and only lifeline. A possibility that no seaman worthy of the name would ever underrate.
Today, services to pleasure craft make up over 60% of all the RNLI's work. This means that every year, the RNLI saves the lives of over 1,000 people who put to sea for fun. This is not just the problem of inexperienced beginners putting to sea an unseaworthy craft. Accidents can and do happen even to the most experienced yachtsmen. Everyone who goes to sea can feel safe in the knowledge that the RNLI is there to serve them. The lifeboat service is maintained entirely from voluntary subscriptions. And for this reason, the RNLI has organised a national membership scheme called Shoreline, who like to make regular contributions. For a small annual amount, you can become a member of Shoreline. Those who use the sea for pleasure can feel that this is a rather special way of supporting the service that is so vital to saving lives at sea. We are an island race, and all of us are connected with the sea, whether we like to admit it or not. I urge all of you who see this film to join and help the RNLI go on saving lives. After all, someday it could be yours.
Yacht off Nab lost all bound sails. 5 crew need immediate assistance. Lifeboat standby until tug arrives to tow casualty. I've taken yacht and casualty 2 miles west of Mid-Van Buoy. 20 people missing, helicopter in air. I'm in search area now. Yacht capsized 130 out 1 mile off CG station. 6 Hustler-type yachts around casualty assisting. 4 survivors taken aboard and proceeding to harbour.